down here at the bottom, you'll see we have 4 different little areas down here, different sections. One lists the different social media icons, shortcuts right here available to go to different social media sites. This is actually one of the widgets I'm going to go over here. The other has a link to current blog posts, some information about contact us, and this is the embedding of the Facebook feed. So how do we alter these and where are they? So in the dashboard, under Appearance, I'm going to come over to Widgets. And you'll see over here we have footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come over here and open each one of these up. And you'll see right here we've got Contact Us, which is this right here. We've got our blog, which is this area right here. We've got our social media, this area right here, and Facebook right here. Our Facebook like box. Now, if I wanted to add widgets, and there's a whole bunch of different widgets over here, as you can see, that I could add. Let's say that I wanted to just add a list of pages on the site. I just wanted them to show up here in the footer, and I wanted it to show up, let's say, underneath the social media. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this Pages widget, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up here, over here to footer 3, and you'll see I get this little outline right there. I'm going to go ahead and drop it. And as I do, over here, it automatically opens up the widget and says, okay, so here's our options for this particular widget. Every widget is a little bit different, so there are going to be different options for different widgets. This is a nice, small, little concise widget. Some widgets are really big, some are really small. I'm just going to name this one Pages and click Save. So when I come out here and refresh the page, now underneath social, you're going to see we get Pages. But of course, as you can see, this hasn't gone all the way over here, and so when this is embedded underneath here, this gets shoved over off to the side because these are floated over here. So when this occurs, okay, when this happens, there's a couple of things you can do. This can be fixed with code, but one of the things that you always want to consider doing when you're seeing something like this happen is just come over here and grab these, and let's switch this one up to the top. Now I don't need to save anything. I just need to do that. It automatically saves. Now let's come out here and refresh and see what happens. Now you see we have our social icons on the bottom. The little layout problem has been fixed, and this has been shifted up to the top. So you see how easy it is to add a widget, and even if all of a sudden you get a little error, boom, you can say, okay, there's a layout error. You can drag and drop these widgets around so that the page so that any layout issues can be resolved, and you can get the exact order that you want on these. So I don't actually want a list of pages there, so I'm just going to come over here, and if I were to make changes to this, I would need to click Save, and that would save the widget. But I want to remove it, so I'm just going to click Delete. And when I do that, that's automatically going to delete that widget, and now, as you can see, it's gone. Now, let's say I want to temporarily remove a widget. Let's say I want to remove the Facebook like box. I don't want it there, but I do want to use it later. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to come all the way down here to the bottom to where it says Inactive Widgets. I'm going to drop that right in there. Come back here, refresh the page. Now you're going to see that's completely gone. It says this is a widget area, so please add some widgets here because there's no widgets there. So I'm going to come back over here, grab this, come back up here, drop it in, refresh the page, and it's been restored. And you're going to notice when it's been restored, it's already got the nostalgic warbird and biplane rides. The settings that were in here, instead of just deleting it and having to come back in here and put back in the URL for the Facebook page, which is the only thing here you're going to need to change once you decide on your new Facebook page. Just actually put the URL there, click Save. That's all you need to do. But instead of having to come back in here and set all of this stuff again, I was able to just go ahead and put this down here temporarily, and then when I wanted to restore this, just bring it back up here and drag and drop it in here. You can drag and drop widgets between one footer and the next. Refresh, there we go. Just drag that right back, drop it in here, and as you can see, automatically is reflected out on the front. So that is all these widgets over here. You can notice when you put them over here, all of them will have some different options. For instance, if I put the calendar over here, drop it in here, this one just has a title. If I come over here to the Facebook like box and I bring that in, all of a sudden you notice now I have quite a few different things. I've got a title, I've got a URL, I've got some selections for other choices down here, color schemes, width, height. So as you can see, let me go ahead and delete that because I don't want that in there. As you can see, some of these get quite complex, and some of them are very, very simple. But if you just over here, you'll see some of these are not used, like top left, top right. This is the page sidebar, and the page sidebar, as you'll see here, I'm going to go ahead and open up, like say, the links page. That just has these three shortcut icons right here. So you won't, generally speaking, want to change those unless you want to change the order of those. This is the blog sidebar, and it has the exact same thing as those. And the contact sidebar has nothing in it at this point in time. So, and they are just like what they say. There is an area at the top left of the page and an area at the top right of most pages of the theme where you can come in and actually add stuff to those, but we haven't utilized that in this system at all. So utilizing these areas could cause layout issues. The only areas that we have utilized are the page and the blog sidebars and all of the 4-footer areas over here. So anyway, that is just a real quick overview of WordPress widgets.